Debonair. Okay. What's good, y'all? Shout out to the notification gang for hitting the like button. And the video didn't even start yet, y'all. The village ones in it. I appreciate you anyway. Let me pull up this video. Yeah, straight to it, y'all. Straight to it. I mean, wow. I mean, you already seen the title, so you already know what time it is. A Christian woman, right, who comes out and says that she no longer sleeps with her husband. She's going to tell why. I'm going to tell y'all why it's all BS and cap towards the end of the video. But let's get into it, man. I'm gonna try my best not to stop it. I believe it's about 2 minutes long. I'm gonna try my best not to stop it, y'all. I'm gonna try to let it go on now, but y'all know how I do. If I gotta stop it, I gotta stop it. Let's get into it.
So I'm going to talk about something that might make you a little uncomfortable, but it's okay because we ain't about comfort over here. So my husband and I went to a event, I guess you can say, or like a class in church called Elevated Marriage. It was my first time there. It was his second time there. And I look at the topic and I'm like, what are they going to talk about today, right? And I look down at the paper and it says sex and marriage. So I was kind of like taken aback by it because I've actually been like in my mind thinking about that a lot, only because I look at sex from a negative lens, kind of. I could say God is healing me from that because of my past. And I want to give y'all some revelation that I just got from yesterday. So a lot of us grew up being very promiscuous. If you did not grow up that way, bless you, you saved yourself from so much damage. But because I grew up like that, when I got into a relationship that was actually a real relationship and now my marriage, I realized that because God took away my desire for promiscuity and all that stuff, that I didn't have a desire anymore, even like for my husband. And although my husband and I would have sex, it was like really hard for me. Like I really had to push myself to go there. And it was
she had to push herself to go there because she's not attracted to her husband. My opinion. She had to push herself to go there because she does not find her husband attractive. Her husband's a good guy. Her husband's a good guy. The guy that's on his job, taking care of her clearly. Probably paying all the bills. She probably is single. She probably got kids. Who knows? Probably taking care of kids that's not even his. And I stopped it right there. I was trying to let it keep going along a little bit longer. But the reason why I stopped it right there, fellas, is because this is what I want y'all to pay attention to. These are the type of women that will tell you, oh, you have to marry me before we have sex and we do ABC 1, 2, 3. You see it all the time. You see it all the time. She had a whole phase. Y'all heard what she said. Oh, I was very promiscuous. I grew up promiscuous, which means she slept around a lot. Probably lost her virginity at 13, 14, 15. Sleeping with guys all through high school, sleeping with guys all through college. And then here you come, the good guy that got his sugar honey iced tea together, making you wait. Now you got to wait till marriage. Now you get married. Now she's telling you still can't have sex with her because, or she has to force herself to get in the mood to have sex with you. Do you think she had to force herself to sleep with all the other guys she was sleeping with? No. One of the main reasons why I stepped away from Christianity, y'all, one of the main reasons why is because, and this is me, I was Christian for 22, I think 22, 23 when I stopped being Christian, 22, 23 years, right? And the reason why is because some of the fakest people I've met in my life was from the Christian church. Not just from my specific church, but any Christian church. Some of the fakest people I've met, some of the most liars, some of the most promiscuous people that I've met turned out to be Christian. And I got tired of dealing with the nonsense and the lies and the BS because I never had a reason to lie. I always kept it real. Like when I talk to the deacons, when I talk to the pastors, when I talk to other women in church, I would tell them, yeah, I'm sexually active. I would tell them, yeah, I did this, that, and the third. I hustle, I sell CDs, I steal, I pawn, I do this, that, and the third. I didn't have any reason to lie. Because I wasn't at the time. I wasn't ashamed of it. And what they would do, they would judge me, they would shun me for this, that, and the third. I would never forget this one chick would damn call me all types of names because I was having sex before marriage. She was like maybe a couple years older than me. Come to find out, she gets pregnant by one of the deacons that's married. Crazy. But I'm all these names. I'm all these damn. Anyway, that's up for another day. I'm my bad. I'm going on. I started monologuing. Back to her. Fellas, what side of the coin do you want to be on? I can almost guarantee you her husband doesn't deserve to deal with this nonsense and that BS. He doesn't deserve that. He's on his job, and if he wasn't on his job, she would have publicly I can't talk, I'm getting upset. Humiliated him by now, damn sure in this damn video, or she would have left. Facts. But that, excuse me, lets me further know that this guy's a good guy. She's opening her legs to all these guys, letting all these guys bust all in her. And all of a sudden, when it comes to you sleeping with your husband, now all of a sudden you can't do it. Oh, I have to force myself to do it. I have to get myself in the mood. I've said it so many times, just because you waited until marriage to have sex with your partner doesn't mean it's going to be that doesn't mean he or she is that person for you.
It was like an internal battle I fought because I felt so bad. I'm like, am I not attracted to my husband? Like, why don't I want to have sex? Yada, yada, yada. And I
crazy, I just said that. I didn't get this far in the video, y'all. I watched like the first 30 seconds of it, and I said, yeah, I'm gonna do a video on this. I didn't even see this part of this video. I just said this. She does not find her husband sexually attractive. Let me say that. That's what I should have said. She's not sexually attracted to her husband. That's what it is. Because when, and again, I didn't mean to stop it in like 7 seconds, but I've been with so many chicks, bro. I've been with a lot of chicks, and I can almost guarantee you I never had to do anything as far as warm them up or beg or anything like that. They be preheated already. As soon as I get to the door, they drop to the knees and start, you know what, you know. So all of this is cap. In my honest opinion, it's cap. It's nonsense, it's BS, that's all it is.
would have this conversation with God all the time in my head and never talk to my husband about it. So yesterday I'm sitting in there and I'm just like, I can't believe God is answering this prayer for me right now. So here was the one that stood out to me the most. In the world, we are taught that sex is better outside of marriage. But in the kingdom of God, and why he tells us to wait, is because sex with your husband, when you become one with them, is actually like the highest form of praise to God. Like our bodies were meant to have sex and meant to be unified with one another in deep intimacy.
So before she gets too deep into that, ladies, let me speak to y'all. Christian women, Catholic, I don't give a damn what it is, whoever it is you pray to. Ladies, let me talk to y'all. And I say this to men all the time. The world does not owe you any type of sympathy and or understanding. That's not how the world works. I don't give a damn about whatever previous, promiscuous whole phase lifestyle you were living prior to that. And then trying to use that as a way to come to the marriage or relationship as to, oh, well, I don't want to do sleep with you or do this, that, and third because of ABC 1, 2, 3. I just have a lot of mental trauma going on. No, seek mental help. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm your man, your husband, whatever. You seek that. If you want me to be there, we can do it together. That's fine. Sure. That's no problem. The world does not owe you understanding, sympathy, or anything like that. If it's that bad, like how she is, Gabriella, whatever her name is, if you're just as bad, if not worse, than Gabriella over here, you need to seek mental help. You're a grown-ass woman. The fact that, and I love the fact that you're able to admit this on camera, because accepting, they always say like denial is the first stage. So the fact that you made it past the denial phase and you're actually able to be aware of what your problems is and pinpoint them, I'm impressed. So, I'm giving you hand claps and all that good stuff. I'm gonna give you love, of course. But at the same time, I'm gonna need you to follow through with it, ladies, and get the necessary mental help that you need. Get that shrink, do whatever you can, get it resolved. Because that's not our job. We can be there with you, hold your hand and all this, that, and third. But honestly and truthfully, once you this age, she looks like she about 35. if not maybe older. Once you hit that age, it's up to you. Because fellas, and tell me if I'm lying, I can almost guarantee you if the shoe was on the other foot, women will be all up in the comment section. Oh, you need to get mental help. We're not supposed to. Oh, you want us to be your mama and your this and your that and and your doctor and your da. So keep that same energy when it's one of y'all. Seek mental help. Resolve any past whole phase, living traumatic, whatever you want to call this. Seek professional help.
And this lady told me, she was like, some of you need to forgive yourself for being promiscuous. Some of you need to forgive yourself or forgive the people that have introduced you to perversion and the things that you've seen, even like as a child. And that made so much sense to me. Because think about it, you guys. If we were never meant to have sex outside of marriage, then we wouldn't be having these weird thoughts inside of marriage of, oh, I'm not that person anymore. Oh, I'm not promiscuous anymore. Oh, I'm not this. Oh, I'm not that. But that's a lie. You were meant to be hot with your husband or hot with your wife. You would have became a freak anyways, eventually, with your husband or your wife, right? I don't know, man. I hope that hit y'all the way it hit me, because it made a lot of sense to me. It'll only make sense to the people.
Yeah, I'm done. Okay. You have to forgive yourself. Yes. You have to forgive yourself. Because you were the one that allowed this to happen. You were the one that was having consensual sex with all these men. You were the one that did this. So yes, you're right. You have to forgive yourself, but you also have to get mental help. If it's getting that bad, you need to seek professional help. Mental professional help. Using your past as an excuse to not have sex with your husband or frequent sex with your husband is no excuse. And the more and more that I do YouTube, the more and more that I'm on TikTok doing all this, that, and the third. Again, I said this before, I keep on saying it, I do not condone cheating, but I'm starting to lean more so towards understanding why a lot of men cheat, because this is insane. If it comes out of her husband cheating on her, I'll be like, yo, I don't even blame you, bro. I shouldn't have your husband. I shouldn't have to ask for sex. That's first and foremost. I shouldn't even have to ask. But the fact that I asked, the least you could do is meet me in the middle. Let's just say she doesn't have a high sex drive, right? She knows her husband has his high sex drive, but he likes sex often. Let's just say her husband likes to have sex at least 5 times a week, minimum. Ladies, it is your job as his wife to meet him in the middle. Okay, cool, baby, we're not gonna have sex 5 times a week, but what we could do is have sex twice a week. Every 3 days, every 4 days, we gonna have sex. We gonna set it on the damn calendar. That's corny to me in my opinion, but whatever. Every 3 days, every 4 days, we're gonna set it on a calendar. We're gonna have some type of sexual activity, just me and you. That's called compromising. But no, man, I just think it's really, really stupid, man. How people was able to use religion and pick and choose when they can do this and pick and choose and when they can do that. I personally don't get it. I personally don't understand it. Again, I respect her for being able to be aware of what her issue is and to attack it head on. I respect her for that. But at the same time, that's no excuse as to why you shouldn't be bending over for your husband. Come on, man. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy, but fellas, I really want y'all to pay attention, because this is a perfect example of when, the woman that you're talking to is trying to push that marriage on you. Oh, we have to be married first. It could be a situation like this, where she resents having sex with you, resents you in general, but resents having sex with you. Start daydreaming about her being in her prime, you know what I'm saying, being able to smash 3 guys in one night and all this, that, and the third. She's going to be. Anyway, y'all, I want you to comment down below. Let me know what y'all thought about this video, man. Thanks for watching. Please, if you haven't, hit that subscribe button, man. Also, too, hit that bell symbol on the side, so anytime I make an upload, notification will pop up and alert you. Also, too, make sure you hit that like, make sure you hit that share. I look forward to meeting all your comments, if any. So, until next time, please, may you be safe for her, cuz.